8 investment tips for studio owners and producers. Let's go! Do you want to earn shitloads of money with your recording studio? Be a really successful producer and get from rags to riches with ease? Produce and record the best starlets, drive fancy Lambos, schmooze with endless playmates, and never ever again prepare Big Macs at McDonald's. Then I can't really help you. Often I'm struggling with the tough music business myself. But I can give you a few equipment investment tips that I wish I had been given 10 years ago myself. That would have saved me from some fucked up purchase decisions and self-inflicted financial difficulties after Black Friday. Number 1. Earn more money than you spend. Money can buy me love, but it can buy studio gear. But it doesn't always have to. Here's my tip. Earn more money than you spend. Pretty obvious, huh? Yeah. If you're charging $300 for a mix, there's no point in immediately investing in more plugins and equipment. Even if it's just a hobby, it makes sense to put some money aside. Boring, but smart. Number 2, invest in marketing and generating leads. Invest your hard-earned money in other aspects of your business, not just gear. For example, spend it on Facebook ads, image videos, and or have a fancy website built to attract new customers. In the beginning, I wasn't aware of how important self-presentation is. If people know about you and your amazing services, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Bonus tip, you can also invest in ETFs or crypto if you want. That can work out, but it doesn't have to. Number 3, buy cheap or buy expensive. This tip may be a bit controversial. I would recommend to my former self to buy either the tried and tested reasonable stuff or the really expensive world-class stuff. The stuff in the middle made little financial sense to me. If I actually want a Coles ribbon mic and then buy some sort of replica for half the price, I'll swap it for a real Coles at some point with a huge financial loss. Retention of value doesn't matter with very cheap things because they pay for themselves, and good stuff keeps its value or tends to become even more valuable. That's why I always test stuff outside of my price range and think about whether I can wait and afford it at some point. Number 4, invest in room acoustics. If I had to choose between the best, most expensive ATC monitors in a crap sounding room or an acoustically well-treated studio room, including reasonable monitors like mine, I would choose the second option. A car with 1000 HP is of little use if you have a speed limit, and your limit in the studio are flutter echoes, overemphasized frequencies, and other acoustic rubbish. 7 years ago, I commissioned an acoustician to plan my room for me and built the studio with my amazing dad, who's a real dominator. The studio saves me an incredible amount of time when mixing and mastering. I hear mistakes way quicker and have a better overview about my productions. You can also optimize your room and monitors yourself with inexpensive means. For example, using Sonarworks, that is good. Working with headphones, also possible. If you can't invest in the space, at least invest time in acoustic know-how. Mambo number 5. Don't buy every plugin, or at least don't impulse buy every plugin. Dude, let's be honest. You don't need 153 compressor plugins. A transparent one like a FabFilter Pro C and a few with character are enough. But I'm the worst myself. Every Black Friday, people just start buying and buying and buying without testing because some shady influencer recommends it, and then you think it's awesome and you have to have it. The plugins then gather dust virtually in the plugin folder. This is a pity, so try before you buy or don't buy. Buy. Number 6, make an inventory list and care. Whether it's hardware or software. Over the years, you forget how much stuff you actually own and how much it actually cost. That's why I have a very small but nice Excel spreadsheet with all my devices, plugins, and investments. So I have a good feeling for an approximate asking price if I want to sell an item. The list also makes it easier to maintain, update, and repair devices. That's important, mate. Number 7, buy used. It's a nice community. Sustainability can be pretty awesome. You don't always have to buy everything new. The used market for professional audio equipment is huge, and the community is totally cool and personable. So when I'm looking for something, I always look on eBay classifieds first. Yeah, we don't have Craigslist here in Europe. I've already made extremely good deals there and met the love of my life. Just kidding. There's only bald dudes over on eBay, but they make great friends. Final tip, number 8. Invest in efficiency and little helpers. Time is money. I love efficiency, so if there are any little helpers that make my life in the studio a little bit easier, I always grab them right away. For example, a small drill to change drum heads or a microphone arm for my studio table. Small time savings every day bring a lot in the end. Okay, that's it again. I love you all, be good, and don't do shit during the holidays. I'll be back.